Hi, everyone. I haven't been on for a couple weeks because we've been doing so much work getting the studio ready and operating, and we've had 2 weeks in. So I wanted to give an update because we did send out a survey a couple weeks ago before we opened and have been getting feedback not only from the survey, but also from all of you as you've been coming in as well. And as we've watched how things operate and we've gotten procedures down, we have started to make some changes to the schedule and to some of the things that we're doing in the studio as well. So I wanted to give you an update on that so you're ready for this weekend, next week, and so forth. So starting with the feedback survey. So many of you requested a few things: 5:30 a.m.s. You also requested 4:30 p.m.s as well, and more gentle classes. So we've re-looked at the schedule to make sure that we're evenly distributed. And starting next week, you will see a lot of differences on the schedule. And also you asked for Sunday nights, 5:30 and 7. So what we've done so far is we are offering 2 mornings at 5:30 a.m. Those are back on the schedule on Tuesday and Thursday next week. And then we've changed the 6:30 and the 7:30. We're trying to meet in the middle with a 7 a.m. class that we will offer on Mondays and Wednesdays. So those are going to be some new changes coming next week based on your feedback as well. You will see that there is a gentle offering every single day. So we have moved the 11:30 classes to noon. Many of you requested to get those back at noon from the lunchtime express times that we had before. So you will now see that there's lunchtime express back at 12 to 12:45, and also gentle offerings a couple days of those weeks, couple days during the week as well at noon as well. So that we have reworked for you too. Additionally, you asked for 4:30 p.m.s. So we have added 4:30 p.m. back on Friday and Wednesday and Monday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So for those of you that want those 4:30s, they are available now in the studio and virtually. So you'll be able to put those on your schedule too. And Sunday nights, we have added back a warm vinyasa at 5:30. And also Sunday night at 7, there is a stretch and restore. So those are back on the schedule with Jennifer Rulon teaching those. So those are already on the schedule for this Sunday. So make sure to pay attention to that to register. Additionally, we are adding back gentle on Sundays. So we are going to be changing that so that that's available on Sundays and incorporate a meditation into that on Sundays as well. So we've done our best to try to work with what is available. So what's happening right now is there's a maximum of 8 people in the room, and then everyone else is streamed virtually. But what I do want to just let you all know is that not every class has 8 people full in there. So if you are thinking about coming into the studio, please make sure that you register online. You can we originally put 24 hours. You don't have to put 24 hours as long as you are there's room available. So when you go to register, just still check. Don't worry about whether it's 24 hours or not. So we don't want to impede that. So as long as there's room in the class, make sure you register before you come in. The other thing is props. So this has been a really hard thing for us to operationalize and figure out how to do. So we are having to change around some things in order to make sure that props can be in the room, but we are going to need a meeting in the middle of those of you that need to bring in props. You can, but we will have cleaning supplies right at the front door when you walk in so that you clean off those props with our supplies before you walk into the classroom. So we will allow you to bring in your props. We won't be using the studio props. You can bring in your own, but you will need to clean them where it's visible before you walk into the class, so that we can make sure that for those of you that need the props, it's there. But we're still adhering to the cleaning that we need to do in the studio to keep everyone safe. The other thing that occurred that was a learning for us is on the liability form, there is a question about if you are exposed to people with COVID. And unfortunately, our healthcare workers are exposed to people with COVID all the time. So what we've done is Amy Kreider is going to do a special class for healthcare workers only. So you will see that on the schedule. The time will move around because she wants to make sure that we have that class available at the time that works for the healthcare workers in our community. But we certainly do not want to exclude you because we know that probably out of everyone, you guys need this the most, and we want to make sure that we're serving you as well. So look out on the schedule for that class too. We have lots of things going on. Our student summer special is back up. So if you are a high school age student or college age student for the summer, that is available for you to purchase this week. That will go through August till school starts again. We also have our teacher trainers graduating next weekend. So these teacher trainers, I cannot say enough about. That they have been flexible. They've worked with us as we've had to change all of our processes during this time of doing teacher training. So it was a lot on us to figure out how to do it real quick, but it was a lot on them. And they are not only learning to teach in person, but they are learning to teach virtually at the same time. So next weekend is their graduation weekend. And on Saturday afternoon, each of them do their practicums, which are 45 minutes each. And you will see those on the schedule. They are donation-based classes. Please come in and support them. There will be slots available to come into the studio to support them and to cheer them on. That they just didn't only just finish their teacher training, but finished it during this COVID time. So big kudos to them, and also that we now have a program that's versatile that because of them as well. And so make sure to come and support them on Saturday and register ahead for that. We do have a new teacher training starting in July. So if you've been thinking about doing teacher training, we are registering right now. We have a few people that are interested. So no matter what happens, we have the program flexible enough to continue it virtually if we have to again, but it is happening. We are definitely starting it. So if you want to do teacher training, make sure to let us know. Email info@drishtiqyoga.com and we will get back to you and talk to you about that as well. So those are some big updates. Pay attention to the schedule. It is changing. We've put these updates in based on your feedback, and make sure to register in advance. We will continually be taking in as we go the things that we need to change and update and listen based on our kind of limited situation right now. But, hopefully as things start rolling back out, we can keep opening more things up depending on what happens in the world. So thank you all for all of your support. And I love that our community is stuck together through all of this and continues to as we move into this next phase. Namaste.